In a single moment, the pulse of the world, the great ocean, ceased to exist. The cradles of life became silent graveyards, stretching beyond the reach of sight.
Vibrant underwater cities turned to ash and bone, choked by the sudden absence of water. A terrible, silent decay began, threatening to overwhelm the very air we breathe. The microscopic lungs of Earth withered, choking off the oxygen supply for all. The world's great ports, once bustling with life, became stranded in an eternal dusk.
Without the sea's moderation, the sun transformed the planet into an unrelenting oven. Green coastlines faded rapidly into brown, barren dust under the merciless new climate. The endless skies offered no relief, as the water cycle had utterly vanished. The lifelines of civilization, the great rivers, evaporated into veins of dry dust.
Without the crushing weight of the ocean, the Earth's crust began to shudder and break. Massive tectonic plates, unleashed, began to violently reshape the very face of the world.
A hidden world of alien landscapes was brutally exposed, a testament to lost depths.
Fires from the deep burst forth, filling the empty void with volcanic rage.
Water became the ultimate luxury, an impossible dream in a land of dust.
The fields withered quickly, and with them, all hope for sustenance began to fade. Humanity was reduced to a desperate, shadowed crawl for the last remaining drops. The deepest scars of the planet were revealed. Abysses that never knew daylight. A new, merciless era of searing heat and unending thirst had brutally begun. The global thermostat shattered, plunging the continents into a relentless, suffocating inferno.
Freshwater lakes vanished entirely, transforming vital inland seas into barren dunes of despair.
Lush green landscapes were swiftly consumed by an expanding, unstoppable brown wasteland. The protective moisture in the air was replaced by choking storms of endless debris. Cities built for comfort quickly became towering concrete ovens, baking under a merciless sun. Freed from the immense oceanic weight, the tectonic plates violently rebelled and fractured. The very foundations of the world violently trembled, erasing fragile monuments of human engineering. Dormant abyssal mountains awakened, spewing liquid fire into the cold, empty, unforgiving air.
Majestic hidden peaks, taller than any known mountains, pierced the dry and barren atmosphere. The darkest secrets of the deep were brutally laid bare under the dying sun.
The atmosphere thickened with poison, resembling the hostile skies of a distant, uninhabitable world. Unstoppable storms of pulverized ocean floor buried the last remnants of modern civilization. The global food chain collapsed instantly, turning fertile soils into barren, lifeless, floating dust. The desperate survivors retreated deep underground, fleeing the boiling surface of the ruined earth.
Monuments built to tame water stood as pathetic, useless walls guarding vast, dry canyons.
Sanctuaries of life burned from the inside, unable to withstand the relentless planetary fever. The majestic beasts of the land perished quickly, sharing the grim fate of the vanished ocean. The very edges of the continents shattered, falling into the bottomless, dry abyss below.
Our beautiful world became a silent, scorched tomb, floating endlessly in the dark cosmic void.
The frantic search for hydration turned everyday sanctuaries into desolate, dusty tombs.
Monuments of human industry were left stranded in an unrecognizable, alien desert.
Deep underground, the last remnants of humanity hid from the scorching surface of their ruined world.
Even the most resilient havens of moisture evaporated into cruel, cracked illusions. Palaces of oceanic leisure became tragic, rusted skeletons impaled on hidden mountains. The arteries of global trade were severed and buried by the restless, dry earth. Memories of the blue world faded into brittle dust, locked away in silent, shadowed halls.
The underwater rainforests stood perfectly still, a petrified monument to a sudden extinction. Connections between lands were broken, as the earth itself groaned and pulled apart. Places of innocent joy melted into unrecognizable, alien forms under the relentless new sun. The descent into the dark crust was fraught with peril, a blind scramble into the unknown.
Humanity's gaze toward the stars was blinded by the choking dust of their own dying world.
History and art crumbled equally, meaningless in the face of planetary geological fury.
The very concept of a harvest became a cruel myth in a world stripped of its lifeblood. The deepest scar on the planet opened its jaws, a bottomless pit in a dry world.
Weapons of global destruction lay useless, mocked by the silence of the evaporated seas.
The chaotic exodus halted abruptly, trapped in a metallic gridlock under a burning sky.
Places of healing were abandoned, offering no cure for a world dying of thirst.
Time itself seemed to stop, frozen in the dry, unyielding dust of the apocalypse.
The great cities of the coast were quickly erased by the relentless, suffocating dust. The frantic digging for underground aquifers yielded nothing but hollow, echoing chambers of despair. The air itself became a toxic enemy, forcing the remaining survivors into heavy concealment.
Even the energy of the sun became a lethal weapon against our fragile existence.
The borders of nations vanished instantly, replaced by impassable canyons of jagged rock. The deepest sanctuaries became inescapable traps as the restless earth shifted and groaned loudly.
The highest peaks were swallowed by a permanent, choking storm of deep volcanic wrath. The memory of water became a sacred, painful relic of a lost, beautiful paradise. The final retreat was a blind plunge into the deepest, darkest bowels of the crust. In the depths, time lost its meaning, measured only by the slowing heartbeat of survival. The dried ocean floor gave birth to monstrous new volcanoes, sealing the planet's fate. The great lungs of the Earth were entirely hollowed out, leaving behind dusty, empty veins. Structures built to extract deep wealth became useless iron skeletons rotting in the sun. From high above, the once blue marble was utterly unrecognizable, a scarred, burning, dead rock. The final artificial attempts to sustain life collapsed under the sheer, brutal planetary pressure.
silence became the ultimate ruler of the earth. A heavy, permanent, and absolute quiet.
The ocean was our mother, and without her, we were merely dust returning to dust.